Hello, and welcome to a bonus episode of Burning Hearts. I do these occasionally on Saturdays to be able to spend some time talking about the psalm that we're reading in particular. This week we are reading Psalm 22. When you open it and read it, you will recognize it immediately, I think, because the very first line is something that comes out of Jesus' mouth when he is hanging on the cross, apparently abandoned by God, not saved, not rescued. He's about to die. He cries out, my God, why have you forsaken me?" And it is the cry of dereliction, it's called. It's the cry of God abandonment. And it comes directly from Psalm 22, verse 1, the first half of verse 1. The second half of verse 1 says, "Why are you so far from helping me? The words of my from the words of my groaning, my God, I cry by day, but you do not answer, by night and find no rest." Psalm 22 is such an important psalm for, Jesus puts its words on his mouth to capture the experience that he was going through of the Father seeming to turn his face away from him and allowing him to die, right? Allowing this cup not to pass from him. And there he dies on the cross, and it's shocking. But the psalm also is one that ultimately wrestles with God's seeming absence, and yet with God's final salvation, and with God's hearing us in the midst of our trouble and in our cries for help, and being our rescuer, being our deliverer. Biblical scholars and theologians wrestle over which aspect of Psalm 22 was in Jesus' heart and mind when he cried from the cross. Was it just the God abandonment that he was feeling, or was it the temporary God abandonment with the overall abiding trust and faith in God? And it's kind of up for debate as to which it is. In the moment, he certainly felt it. But Psalm 22 is beautiful because it goes back and forth between this, God, why are you abandoning me? Where are you, God? And nevertheless, I trust you. Even in verse 3, it says, "Yet you are holy, enthroned on the praises of Israel." Our ancestors trusted in you. That's like the people of Israel back in the day. They trusted in you, and you delivered them. They cried to you, and you saved them. And they trusted, and they weren't put to shame. And there, he's talking about the ancestors that followed, but probably especially when they were slaves in Egypt. And they cried out to God, and God heard their cry, and he didn't forget them, right? And then he says, "But I am a worm. I am not human." This is like the depth of despair. That's what this psalm is. "All who see me mock at me." I mean, I've never been in that situation, but I've certainly been in situations where I feel like people are despising me and making fun of me, and underneath their breath, they're muttering things about me, and I feel despised and mocked and hated. And what this psalm writer does is he calls out for God, and he cries out to God, "Do not be far from me. Trouble is near, and there is no one to help, but you are there to help." It is a beautiful psalm. It's a rich psalm. It's a psalm that really speaks into the heart of the human experience of depression, of panic, of loneliness, of feeling like God is far and has actually abandoned us. It's this continued cry, though, "Don't be far from me. Come quickly to my help. Deliver my soul," right, from the sword. But then it ends with this praise of God, and with this abiding and deep and rich trust in God. For everything belongs to the Lord, and he rules over the nations. This is a psalm to know and to sit with. It's a psalm to return to in good days and in bad. And it's a psalm that you need to just kind of ponder. And so I hope today you find time to sit with it and ponder it, because it is rich. All right, have a great day of reading Psalm 22.